Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're doing wonderfully well. Let's do a bit of the housekeeping before we get into the reading. There is bookings available on Rubyreadstarot.com. Become a member to the channel, show your love and support, receive lunar updates as well as exclusive updates on other astrological events. Sagittarius, thank you for all your love and support always. It's my birthday. If you'd like to leave a love donation, all the details are in the description box as to where you can do that. It's always so greatly appreciated. So Sagittarius, deep breath in for me and let's read some cards for September. If you hadn't already noticed, the astrological reports are now already up. They're done separately. And so it's worth taking a look over those. And if you are ready, Sagittarius, just channeling into your energy. Let's get a reading for you, Sag. Let's get a reading for Sag in their highest and best good for all involved. For the month of September 2022 for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, let's get some energy for the lovely, beautiful sign of Sag. Sagittarius, as I like to call you guys. One of my favorites in the zodiac. Thank you for always being so patient with me. And thank you for kicking my ass when it needs a bit of kicking. Alright, what have we got on the floor for you? We have the World card. Sag, I like this. Where one door closes, another one opens. There are brand new chapters that are about to start for you, and they require you closing out a certain phase, a certain cycle, a certain way of thinking or thought or life, and now moving on, closing the doors behind you, and very much opening these doors to a brand new beginning. You're kind of at the center at this one, and so you've got to really look at where it is certain chapters, cycles, etc. have closed out for you. And what it is you do now, too, I love this. That's the Fool card, and that's the Moon. Where it is that you take the much necessary risk, the much necessary leap of faith, the much necessary belief in yourself, and walk into a new direction. The Moon card is obviously illustrating the unknown. It's talking about what is hidden. And what this is suggesting, and this is all three major arcana, so this is a powerful beginning. This is an absolutely powerful start, Sagittarius. There are certain doors that need closing. And there are times that you really have to blindly, wholeheartedly have faith that the risk that you run by opening a new door may mean that whatever is hidden gets the opportunity to get illuminated. King of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. It's about you being very cutthroat, clerical, to the point, very straightforward, somewhat analytical. There's no emotion involved here. There is a decision that you need to make with the utmost clear mind, clear thinking. Where it is that you can make a decision. That's the Judgment card. There's an awful lot of major arcanas here. The Judgment card is a decision. You see them raising from their graves at the trumpet, the blow of the trumpet. You have this decision that needs making right now. And I think it's safe to say that there is no meandering, there's no going back and forth, there's no point in deliberating for answers that you know that you have to be really emotionless about. There are new beginnings that are required of you that, yes, of course, run the risk of, you having to explore ventures unexplored. But more so than anything else, it is a lot to do with how you decide to move forward. There is a full moon in the sign of Pisces on the 10th, which is my birthday. So wish me a happy birthday. And there is something that you may be in two minds about, something that may need a little bit more of your attention and something that you may have been deliberating. I think what this Two of Swords card is suggesting is that there is no imminent threat. There is no threat at all. You may be finding yourself in a super defensive stance when actually the only thing that really needs doing here is you taking off the blindfold and taking a good look around you and seeing that there is actually no fucking threat whatsoever. You, in September, that's a Chariot card of Cancer. You get to look between the dualities, you get to look between the good and the bad, and you kind of have to ride anyway. It's about you taking the authority. It's about you rising above what you know has been painful before and moving. I love this. From a place of the Eight of Swords, where you may have felt a little bit handicapped. You may have felt as if you were in a prison of your own making. And how it may be one of those journeys where you really got to save yourself right now, Sagittarius. Because you leave September as the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the Nine of Cups is a lot of contentment. And that is you at the center of it. That is the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And I also happen to see the Three of Wands. You know, it may have really felt like you were having to bust your ass to make sense of why you couldn't quite get yourself out of a certain slump. And the energy of this year has been intense. It has definitely been an energy of having to really recreate yourself. And I think more so than anything now, it is absolutely important to pertain to the fact that there are unknowns. And the only way to really truly venture into what you know to be a new direction forward, it does absolutely require the closing out of a certain cycle and the moving forward with another one. I think, Sagittarius, if you are happy to run the risk, if you are happy to perhaps look at those stones that you may have left unturned, it might be a really good time right now for you to be super analytical with these decisions, especially if they come with a background of feeling threatened or feeling as if you are in a necessary stance of defense. If you have your back up against a corner, really look at what it is that you can do to not only move on from a situation, but where it is that you can actively begin to pursue you putting yourself at the center of September, just so that you get your own energy back. There is an awful lot of emotional contentment available to you if you seek the good. And it's about you being in receiving mode. This is harvest season, and these decisions that you make to liberate yourself actually come with rewards. They bear rewards. They give you abundance. They promise you some sort of victory. But this doesn't come at you surrendering your self-worth or you creating some sort of deficit for yourself. You really have to move on from that, Sagittarius. You are at the center of September, and your contentment is absolutely the utmost important thing right now. Let it all go and watch it come to you. It's the advice I've been giving everyone. It's inevitable. The fruit has to grow, right? It has to grow. You can't get back what you've lost. But what you can do is move forward in a brand new direction and set yourself free of all of the baggage from the past. It's seriously as easy as I drop it right here. And the most successful, the most confident people absolutely understand that because they don't entertain things that they don't want in their life. And I think it's now a judgment call on your part where you are making that decision, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do consider taking it further. Book a reading, rubyreadstarot.com. All of my love to you, Sagittarius. You know I love you so much. Take it easy and happy birthday.